Let me begin by asking, how did South Korea, a nation known for its democratic resilience, reach a point where a sitting president declared martial law only to be swiftly impeached by the National Assembly?
Thanks a lot for having me.
My utmost pleasure, sir.
Yeah. Actually, the current political crisis in South Korea is the result of political struggle between the ruling party, People Power Party, and the opposition under the leadership of Democratic Party. And this was going on for a long time. When we know that President Yoon already won the presidential election with a difference of only less than 1%. And therefore, his political power was not this strong. And with the opposition parties controlling the parliament, it was difficult for him to implement his policies or to pass it with the legislatures. That's why this current crisis, was a natural outcome of this political struggle between the two big parties inside South Korea. But what is surprising is President Yoon is reaching to the extent of leading a coup d'etat against himself.
Leading, I beg your pardon, leading what, sir?
A coup d'etat against himself. I mean, he is the president. He is number one in South Korea, and he was supposed to solve the political problems politically. But to go for declaring the martial law, this was against what we can call it political common sense. This was against the political common sense, and the outcome of or what we are seeing right now.
You mean, sir, against the will of the population and of the South Korean people?
Exactly.
Common sense.
Yeah. Because if we go back to history, to 1980 and before 1980, the South Koreans suffered from the dictatorship for more than 25 years. And bringing martial law to implement it in the new 21st century was like a shock for all citizens of South Korea.
They don't want to go back again, sir, to this bureaucracy again.
No, actually...
They want democracy.
Many South Koreans didn't believe what was going on and how come they are having a president who...
Sir, yes, sorry, sir, but this is why they're that ignited at this point when he decided the martial law. Sir, the ongoing protests, as well as the confrontation at President Yoon's residence, have drawn international attention. How do you assess the role of public polarization in the crisis, and what does it signify for South Korea's political stability at this point?
Generally speaking, South Korea as a country is the biggest loser of this political crisis.
The biggest loser of this political crisis?
No.
South Korea?
South Korea is the biggest loser politically, economically. The image of South Korea also in the world as a democracy is shaking. Definitely the people of South Korea are defending their own democracy, but this is not the right model which we used to have about South Korea. The second biggest loser is the ruling party in South Korea, which is People Power Party, because they are responsible for the current crisis. The president belonging to them and this political party, People Power Party, have to reduce the risk for South Korea by shortening the crisis, not prolonging the crisis. They are trying to buy time, delaying techniques. Anyhow, I think in the end, President Yoon will be arrested. He will be tried by the court.
Okay, Dr. Said Mekkawi, of course, this discussion, we needed more time, but unfortunately I have to wrap up the program now. An international relations professor from Cairo. Thank you, sir, for shedding light on this deeply complex and evolving situation.